All right, so hey, welcome back. We're actually in the home stretch right now. This is the final video in this particular training segment, right? The Capture Mastery. And what I'm going to walk you through here is something very, 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 say it with me, my friend, very, very important. Okay, so many marketers out there, they don't do this and they're shooting in the dark. They have no clue how their business is performing. They're wasting so much money. It's ridiculous. And you're not going to be one of them. You're going to be smarter. You're here. Hey, you with me. You're being coached by Vick, And so I'm going to show you exactly how I track my stuff and how I optimize my stuff in the business, right? Maybe you're someone who is advanced into this kind of stuff and you know how to do it. Great. Let me ask you this. Are you doing it? I showed you earlier in the training, right, how I started a campaign just recently. And that was performing at about 22 to 24% opt-in rate, right? Pretty horrible, right? But you know what? I was able to optimize that. I was able to tweak my hook, okay, to the same people, same list, same audience, and I was able to bring my opt-in rate from 22% up to, I think it was like 68% or 64% opt-in rate, right? How do you do that? Well, you do that by intelligently tracking and optimizing your stuff. All right. So again, what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to walk you through the setup. Okay. So I can you can see the entire setup of the system, how it's all set up. And also I'm going to walk you through and show you exactly how I track my stuff. Okay, I'm not going to hide anything from you. I'm not going to teach you from theory. I'm not going to tell you something that I'm not going to teach you something I heard. I'm going to teach you what I'm doing, my friend, right? And hopefully you appreciate that. A lot of marketers out there, they teach from theory. They have no clue how to do something, but they're just like, they heard it, and then they're trying to teach it. Not with me. I'm going to teach you what I do, okay? Literally take you behind my, the curtain of my business and just show you everything, okay? Now there's two things we're going to be talking about here. We need to be talking about tracking, okay? So I'm going to show you how to create tracking links. If you're somebody brand new, you will really, really appreciate this because I don't know if there is not very many trainings and stuff like this out there, but it's so critically important, man. It's so critically important. And then second thing, what we need is we're going to be looking at a rotator, all right? So we're going to be rotating. So here is the concept, okay? I have this landing page right here. Of course, I showed you that earlier, right? This should look familiar to you. I have this landing page, and I have this landing page, right? They're all going to the same lead magnet, okay? So same thank you page on all of them. And I want to know which one is going to convert the best, okay? Which one is going to convert the best? So how do I set it up? Well, here is what I'm going to do. First thing is I'm going to create a tracking link, okay, a tracking link for each one of these landing pages. So one tracking link per landing page. Make sense? Okay, again, my friend, I'm just gonna go and try to explain it to you in as simple as possible, okay? And you can probably hear my voice is going down and I apologize, but listen, this is real. Hold on, let me get a sip of water here real quick. Man, this water is so good. It's called Smart Water. So good. So hey, listen, I've been talking for so long, over the last 10 videos or 11 videos. My voice is going down. I hope you don't mind. You know what? I'm gonna get through this. I'm gonna show you this because this stuff is important, and I'm just too fired up to to put this off. Okay, so this is how we're gonna roll, my friend. You and I, we're gonna be here together for the next several weeks. We're gonna rock this out, man. We're gonna have a lot of fun. Okay, so there's gonna be no professional stuff here. If you were looking for like professionally, me talking like this to you, forget it. This is just me having fun on the computer, showing you, and you just watching over my shoulders. Okay, so what was I talking about? I was talking about creating unique tracking link for each one of the landing pages, right? So that's what we're gonna do. When it comes to tracking, here is what I'll tell you. There is so many tracking places and so many tracking scripts and so many tracking softwares out there that you can use in services, okay? There's probably hundreds. Heck, if you go to google.com and you Google for like tracking URL or tracking links or tracking, services, you'll probably come up with hundreds, okay? Now, I have not tested all of them, but I did test at least probably around 30 or so, okay? About 30 different tracking services and tracking platforms, okay, out there. And as far as I'm concerned, okay, ClickMeter is the most accurate out of all the ones that I tested. Okay, now I'm not here to tell you that ClickMeter is the best out there. No, it's just that what I use. Okay, I use ClickMeter, and that's what I'm gonna show you, my friend. I don't care which tracking service you use. I don't care which tracking platform you use. As long as you track, that's what matters. Okay, now ClickMeter is something that I use, and that's what I'm gonna show you. Okay. You just can go to clickmeter.com. I just might post, a link below this video for you to check it out, just because, when we're talking about it. But when we go to pricing here, you can see you can actually start out for free. It doesn't give you much. It just only gives like 1,000 clicks to track per month, which is really nothing. But at least you can get it. You can get it for free. You can check it out on the inside if you want to. I think that probably more suitable for you would be is to either get the $34 a month plan or maybe even $100 if you really want to get a little bit more crazier with that. Okay, but anyhow, so I'm gonna show you how I set my stuff up. Okay, now this is my dashboard. Okay, check it out. I got 122 campaigns running right now. All right, I got 306 tracking links. Okay, and I'm tracking so far 661,000 unique views. Okay, so listen, I'm not just talking theory, man. I'm doing this stuff. This is what I do. This is what I'm really, really good at, my friend. Okay, and so this is what I'm going to be showing you. So I'm not going to be one of those gurus that will just teach you and not do anything. Okay, I run campaigns. Listen, I track all this stuff all the time, right? I split test, and that's my business, and I know this stuff. I know this stuff like my 5 fingers. Okay, so just watch this video. Take a look at what I'm going to show you, my friend, and you might want to watch this a couple times to really get it, if you're somebody new, but I promise you, I'll keep it as simple as possible. It will all make sense, okay? So, here's what I'm going to do. Check it out. I'm going to create, if I'm going to run a campaign, like when we start talking about traffic, that's why this is so important to talk about, and that's why I wanted to actually cover this part of the training with you before we dive into the traffic stuff, is because when traffic comes, you want to have this stuff taken care of, right? We went over the strategy, right? We went over, how do you create capture pages, and now I'm going to show you how do you optimize it, okay? Because when you run a campaign, when you get traffic, and when you do get, your landing page that converts at 20%, and you say, oh, Vic, how come it only converts at 20%? I'm going to say, hey, did you split test it? Did you track it? Did you optimize it, right? So that's exactly what we're going to go through, how to do that, okay? So when I go to traffic source A, let's say I go to, and I run a campaign with a particular traffic agency, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a campaign. So think of a campaign as like a folder, okay? So you will have a unique campaign, a unique folder for each of the traffic sources that you're going to be advertising through. Make sense? So I'm going to go here and I'll go create new campaign. That's the first thing I'm going to create. Okay, for this example here, I'm just going to name this ITF campaign. Okay, 12. Okay, let's just do that. ITF campaign 12. Okay, just so that I know. Okay, and then tags. This is how I will be able to search for it. Okay, in the search box here, I'll just, I'm just gonna say ITF 12. Okay, click on create campaign. All right, so your campaign has been successfully created. Awesome. Next thing what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna create a tracking link. All right, that's gonna be inside of this campaign. So I'm gonna click on create tracking link here. Important. All right, now check this out. my campaign is ITF campaign 12. Make sure that you're creating that in that folder, all right? So that when we look at our tracking links, right, they're going to be all in the same place. What I'll do is I'll take my first landing page URL, okay? Just copy the URL from the browser for the landing page that you created, okay, that you're going to create. We're going to go here, and let's go ahead and paste it here because this is where this is going to be our destination URL. Make sense? Okay, destination URL. Now, friendly name. Now, I'm not going to change anything here, but for the friendly name, this is how, I need to name, how am I going to know which landing page is this, all right? So I'm just going to say, I'm just going to say discover on it, okay? Discover. So friendly name, this is just for my references. I'm going to say discover, okay? Now, I'm also going to include a conversion. Well, conversion tracking, let me just tell you this. I don't want to confuse you with conversions, okay? Here's the deal with conversions. Now, if you want to track how many opt-ins you're getting, which is very, 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 say it with me, come on, very, again, very, very important, right? That's why that's why you're tracking everything, right? Is you need to track which landing page is going to convert the best, okay? So here is the idea. Whatever your thank you page is, okay? Like when people opt in here, where do they get redirected to? That's called your thank you page, okay? You need to add, in your tracking. Let's say if you're going to use ClickMeter, right? You go to create new, and you're going to create new conversion code, okay? Conversion code. Now it will give you a piece of code that you will need to place on the thank you page inside of your body of the HTML body of your thank you page. Okay, so if you are creating a thank you page yourself, okay, you should be able to do that no problem. Okay, let's say if you're promoting, some kind of affiliate offer. Okay, maybe you're promoting somebody else's product. Well, what you will need to do is when you create this conversion code, okay, and you will need to be able to, you'll need to grab that code, copy that, and give that to the person who can place it, or the person who is in charge of that thank you page, and just say, hey, place this on this thank you page because I need to track my opt-ins. Does that make sense? Okay, so you need to place that conversion code. So essentially, that's how your tracking link is going to communicate with that conversion code that's on that thank you page, and so that it knows how many people hit this page versus how many people actually went through on the other side, and then it clicks together and it links those two components together, that two data pieces of data, and then it tracks your conversions like that. Make sense? Okay, so I have already created, and by the way, when you do this, when you come back, again, I just don't want to confuse you, my friend. I'm not sure if you're going to use ClickMeter or something else, but if you will be using ClickMeter, just go to support, go to video tutorials here. See that? Video tutorials, and it will actually walk you through and show you how to set up your conversion code. Okay? Very, very simple process. Very simple to do. So then in your tracking link, when you're creating your tracking link here, you will already have that conversion code set up. Okay, then you will just go here, click on conversion, and then you will choose your conversion code. Okay, in this case, I'll just have ITF opt-in as my conversion code. I'll just use that one. Click on create link. Okay, your tracking link has been successfully created. Nice. So this is my URL right here for my first landing page that I'm going to be tracking. See that? Pretty simple, right? So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy this. Okay, just go copy. I'm going to test it. Just click on test here just to make sure that it works. All right, now it works. Awesome. All right, now I'm going to take this link. Again, I just copied this link. I'm going to now insert that link into a rotator. Okay, that's another thing that we're going to set up. Okay, another thing that I will need to set up, because I will have at least 3, maybe 4, 5 different tracking links, and I want to send traffic to a rotator link. I'm going to explain this to you. Again, don't let me confuse you, okay? It's actually very, very simple, especially if this is like French to you. Trust me, you're going to get it, okay? Just watch. When it comes to rotators, okay? When it comes to rotators, there is different places you can go to, to set up a rotator. Again, you can just Google, URL rotator or link rotators or rotator services, and there is lots of them out there, okay? Again, my friend, I'm going to show you what I use personally, okay? Again, I'm not here to peddle something that I have no clue about, okay? Hold on a sec. Let me get a sip of water. Man, this water is good. Okay. But I'm just going to show you what I use, okay? I use this thing called Quality Click Control, okay? It's a script that you install on your server, okay? Now, is this the best one out there? I have no idea, I don't know if it is or not. I just know that it works. It works for me, and this is what I use, so that's what I'm going to show you, okay? That's the only thing I can show you, okay? I can show you what's working for me, okay? I don't care what you use, as long as you use some kind of rotator. So this is how it works. You can just go and check it out. It's qualityclickcontrol.com. I don't even remember how much I paid for it. I honestly, I don't remember how much I paid for it, but it's a one-time. You buy it. It's a script. They can actually install it on your server for you if you want to, and then you get yourself a back office login, something like this. Let me just show you here. Let me just log in here real quick. All right. I'll just, again, take a look at this. Do you see this? All these rotators here, okay? All these are rotators, all right? That's currently I'm running, okay? So again, I'm just showing you the real deal. This is like, my business actually running right now, okay? I'm gonna click on Create New Campaign, okay? And what did we name this? I think we named this, what was that? How did we name this? ITF. I'll just say ITF 12, okay, for my campaign name. I'm just gonna say that, okay. Cookie expiration days, I'll just say 10, okay. Just leave it at that. And then here, my campaign type, I'm just gonna set this to rotate evenly, okay, evenly rotator, okay. I'm gonna click on Create. Now watch. We just created this campaign here, right? ITF 12. So this is for this example purposes. I'm gonna click on Links. All right, and now see this? It gives me a rotator link. See that? Gives me a rotator link to where I'm going to send my traffic to. Okay. Now, what is going to happen here is I need to add some links to rotate. Okay, so I'm going to click on Add New Link. I'm going to click on Add, and I'm going to paste my tracking URL for the first landing page. You follow? Okay, this URL. I'm going to paste it here as my first link inside of the rotator. Okay, boom, it's here. Nice. Now, I take my next landing page that I created, right? I copy the URL. I go back to my click meter here. Here, I'm going to click on Create New Link, okay? Tracking link, and I'm going to place that link inside of this campaign again, okay? So now, I just copied this URL. Okay, same thing, go back here, tracking link, make sure it's inside of that campaign, right? Paste it in here. I'm gonna name that one, it's realistic 5,000 to 15,000. You know what I'm gonna say? I'm just going to say 5,000, okay? 5,000, boom. That's how I will know that that's my, that it's that landing page, okay? Again, conversions, I will just select ITF opt-in right here, create new link, shaky boom, we got the second tracking link created, okay? So I'm gonna copy that, again, I'm gonna test it just to make sure, okay? It works perfectly, awesome. I will go to my rotator now, okay? And check it out. I'm gonna add one more link here, okay? Add it here, click on save. So now I have two links that will be rotating equally, right? And I have one more capture page I wanna split test as well, so I'm gonna copy that URL, okay, and I can go back. So I already have two of the tracking links there, right? And this is going to be my third one. So I'll just go here and I'll add another link, okay? So we'll go here, create new tracking link, boom. All right, so make sure it's inside of the same folder, right? ITF campaign 12. Okay, again, copy the URL just to make sure that we copy it correctly. All right, I'm gonna paste it here for the destination URL. Okay, and I'm going to just name it free. Okay, just so I know that it's that particular landing page because it has 100% free in it. Okay, again, conversions, select my conversion script, create link. Now check this out. Boom, we have a third tracking link created. So it's one tracking link per capture page. Make sense? Test it out, make sure it works. Awesome. I go back to my rotator, and guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna add this link in here, right? Add this link like that, click add, save. Awesome. So we're almost there. Now, I have 3 tracking links here, and here is my rotator URL or rotator link. Now, my friend, here is the beauty of this. When I send traffic, okay, when I go to, agency 12 or whatever, or you advertise with XYZ traffic source, right? You have a link where you're going to be sending traffic to. So all the traffic, all the visitors will go to this link. This is the link that you're going to be advertising, okay, for that particular campaign, for that particular traffic source, right? And so when somebody goes here, let's go ahead and copy this real quick, right? Let's go copy link. Let's jump over to a new browser here, okay? And let me go ahead and paste this in here, okay? This rotator link. Now take a look at this, right? Boom. First landing page, right? I'm gonna go ahead and paste it one more time. Check it out. Boom, rotates me to the second one, right? I'm gonna paste it one more time here, and it's gonna take me to a third landing page, right? Boom. And if I do it one more time again, check it out, it's gonna take me back from the beginning, okay? And so as you have people coming into your rotator link, that's where you're sending traffic to, okay? It rotates between all those traffic all those tracking links, okay? And so now you are capturing data, right? Now we can go back to our tracking URL here, okay? Let's take a look at that. And we can go to campaign 12 tracking links and take a look at that, right? It shows me unique clicks for free, 5,000, and discover, okay? And this is again ITF campaign 12, all these in the same folder, right? And I have 1 unique clicks per landing page. Now if I opted in, right, it would also show me opt-ins here, okay? So the idea here, my friend, right, is for you to run your campaign like this, okay? The idea here is you want to send traffic here, okay, to this rotator link, and then just let the system rotate it between URLs. Now, why is this important? It's because you never know which landing page is going to convert the best. You just don't, okay? Let me give you an example here, okay? Let me give you an example. Again, I showed you this earlier, okay? Take a look at this. So this landing page right here, I track all the time and I split test all the time, right? But this is, one campaign that I was running, right? And let me grab my calculator here. Call accumulator. All right, so let's take a look at this, right? So take a look at this one right here, okay? This one's got 1,682 leads, okay? 1,682 divided by 2869, okay? 2869. Now, what is that? 58% opt-in rate, right? Not bad, right? 58% opt-in rate. That's pretty cool. Now, take a look at this one here, for example, okay? We got 2,785, okay? 2,785 opt-ins divided by 3,467, okay? Take a look at that. 80% opt-in rate. Now, between 58% and 80% opt-in rate, that's a giant difference, my friend. That's a huge difference, So because I'm tracking, because I understand how to do this, again, I just walked you through how I set it up, right? And why is it important? Is because if I have 5 different landing pages on a rotator, okay, rotating between, different tracking links, right, between different tracking or between different landing pages, and you know what? If I have a landing page that converts at 80%, I'm going to eliminate all these other ones here, right? And to do that, it's going to be very, very simple. Look, I already have traffic coming to this link, okay? So this rotator link is not changing. It's stationary, okay? The beauty about this setup is I can edit any one of these links anytime I want. So let's say this link is converting at 80%, and this link is converting at 40%, and this link is converting at 54%, for example, right? And guess what? If I send, let's say, 1,000 visitors to this, to where there is enough data for me to make a, an informed decision and, and a sound judgment, right? If this one is converting at 80% and these are, significantly lower, guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to delete these two links, right? So that I capture traffic to the landing page that's converting the highest. Make sense? And guess what else I'm going to do? I'm going to compete with myself. That's right. I'm going to compete with myself, my friend. I'm going to create another variation of a landing page, right? I'm going to create a brand new tracking link for it, and I'm going to add that tracking link to the already existing rotator that's running for me. Makes sense? And I'm going to try to beat the 80%. Do you see how I'm able to get up to 90%, 80%? Ridiculous opt-in rates, right? Now, do you see the importance of why I'm talking about this stuff before we start talking about traffic? Everybody wants to talk about traffic. They're like, Vic, just traffic, dude. And listen, if you don't understand this, if you don't have this taken care of, traffic is not going to do anything for you, okay? Because you might get traffic and you might get 15-20% opt-in rate, and you're going to be blowing through your money like crazy, to where if you did this and you understood this and you optimized it, right, you could be quadrupling your income. You could be, for the same amount of effort, you could be getting 4, 5, 6 times the results, right? As if you didn't do this, okay? So my friend, listen, whatever I'm teaching you in this program, whatever I'm showing you, trust in the process. Please trust in the process. Listen, hopefully this stuff is making sense, right? And if this is a little bit overwhelming for you, listen, don't worry about it. You've got me. Nobody's going to take away your login from you. Nobody's going to take away your password. You can come back 2 years later and get, and access this information, okay? You're here to learn. You may want to watch these videos over again. My voice is really going down. Hold on one second. Okay, you know what? I think I need to wrap this up. I appreciate you, my friend. I really do. Listen, hopefully, this stuff is starting to come together for you, especially if you haven't been doing this kind of stuff, right? There is 3 important things when it comes to capture mastery, okay? Again, this coaching program consists of 3 pillars: capture mastery, traffic mastery, and conversions mastery, okay? The reason that capture mastery comes before traffic mastery is because you need to have this set up, okay? So I don't know what you're going to be promoting, over the next several days. What I would like for you to do, if you want to, right, is get this foundational stuff set up. Go and explore, different platforms for creating different landing pages, right? Go and check out different, tracking URLs and different rotators that's out there. If you want to use ClickMeter, go and check it out, right? If you want to use whatever, whatever it is that you want to use for your rotator, go check it out. This is your homework. Do this, okay? Set up at least minimum 3 separate landing pages for whatever it is that you want to promote, right? I don't know your product. I don't know your service. I don't know what you're going to promote, but I showed you a strategy in the very beginning of this training, didn't I? Right? I showed you a lot of examples of how I was able to position my promotions and how I strategically positioned myself head and shoulders above the competition when I was promoting different things on the internet, right? And when I still promote stuff online, right, I position my stuff strategically. My friends, strategy is what's going to make you rich. If you want to be ridiculously successful, if you want to crush it, right, my friend, strategy is everything, okay? Well, it's not everything, but it's right up there with oxygen, okay? You can't really live without oxygen, right? You cannot really succeed without a good strategy. So hopefully that training was useful for you, okay? Now, another thing is I showed you how to physically create landing pages, okay? Again, go check out those platforms. Go, jump in the water and just start swimming, man. That's how you learn. You learn by doing stuff. What I showed you right now, go do it, okay? And then lastly is you need to understand optimization process. If you run a campaign and you get 20% opt-in rate, don't freak out, don't panic. That can be part of the deal, can be part of the game. I showed you, when I test my stuff, I get 20% opt-in rate sometimes, right? But it doesn't stay there. I raise it up, I optimize it, I split test it, right? I understand this process. So I'm able to take my 20% opt-in rate and raise it up to 80% opt-in rate, right? With the same traffic source, with the same audience, and now you know how to do the same thing. Okay? So my friend, listen, I hope that you have enjoyed this training as much as I've enjoyed recording it for you. I had a blast recording this for you. I look forward to seeing you in the upcoming training here next week. We are going to start diving into the traffic mastery part of the course, okay? So we're going to start that next week. Before we get there, your homework, what I would like for you to do is go set up your foundation. Go start playing with this, okay? Start experimenting with this. The really, really cool part about, the internet traffic formula coaching program that you've invested in is, check this out, you're going to absolutely love this, okay? So as we continue to progress in our trainings, right? Even after you graduate from this program, listen, we're going to have the second round and the third round and fourth round groups of students coming in, right? And who knows, maybe 6 months from today, there is going to be a new strategy that's going to work like gangbusters, right? Maybe there's going to be a new platform for creating landing pages that's going to be just phenomenally awesome, right? I don't know. What I'm going to do is I'm going to include what's working now, right? And as we talk on Thursdays, right? As we get together on those group coaching calls, if you have any questions about anything, bring those questions with you. Okay, I want you to participate. I want you to be a good student. Okay, you will be here. You got this. You got this for life. Make this to be the place where you go to study and learn and be like that sponge. When it comes to traffic generation, conversions, and capture mastery. Because you know what, this is going to be an ongoing training. I think you will appreciate the fact that I deliberately did not want to give this to you as a standalone program and just say, hey, here you go, figure this out by yourself. I want to be here for you, okay? I want to walk you through the process. I want to walk with you. I want to run with you. I want to lock arms with you here and go through this journey over the next several weeks, okay? And even when we have new groups of students coming in, you know what? Nobody's going to take away your password and your login. You feel free to continue to study. Feel free to continue to get on our coaching calls. Feel free to continue to, go through the education. And as, if there is a new strategy, if there is something changes, which, there's stuff changing all the time on the internet, right? Guess what? I'm going to be covering that with, in the future, right? And you will have ongoing access to the most current, what's working now type information. My friend, I truly believe that, you will not have to buy any other products when it comes to, getting, growing your business and traffic generation, conversions, all that stuff, because you will literally have access to the most current stuff that's out there. Okay. This is an ongoing training program that is going to go out to, I'm not planning on stopping this ever. Okay. I'm just having way too much fun. Listen, my goal is to help you reach your goals. My friend, you can do this, okay? You can do this. Enough of mediocrity, right? Enough of struggling. Enough of not knowing how to make your business work. Enough of that. It's time for you to shine. It's time for you to take your business to the next level. It's time for you to really succeed. It's time for you to become the next big success story. And listen, I'm here for you. I'm excited. I am fired up. I think that, I hope that you're excited as well. Be a good student. One thing that I see over and over again is that people who succeed beyond their wildest dreams, they are good students. They implement stuff. They take action. Here is something else. Imperfect action always beats perfect inaction, okay? What you've learned today, right now, so far, what I've covered, okay? And we've covered a lot, Okay, I realized that I gave you a whole lot of information. Okay, take time, take one step at a time. Just go through those videos. If something is not making sense, just watch it again. So, it's pretty simple. Watch it again, do it again. My friend, you will be unstoppable. This is going to click for you. You're going to be unstoppable. And I look forward to seeing you as that next biggest, greatest success story in the marketplace. Okay, I want to feature you in our promotions. I want to talk to others about your story. Okay, most importantly, I want you to live your dream, because it's possible for you, my friend, and I'm here to make it happen for you, to help you. Okay, so go through this, and starting next week, we are going to get together. Right, you will have new stuff opening up for you when it comes to traffic generation, and then we're gonna start our group coaching calls on Thursdays. I am fired up. I look forward to seeing you. I look forward to talking to you. And with that being said, hey, thank you for taking the time to watch this. I hope you learned a lot. Okay, again, I'm going to say it probably for the third or fourth time. If you want to go back and go through it one more time, I actually encourage that. Okay, and until then, my friend, make it a great day. Make it a phenomenal life. I will see you in the next training. This is Vic signing out, saying bye for now, and I will see you next week.